Today I made a heart universe, and kind of just a fun one, but this is what it looks like, and if you stay tuned, I'll show you the steps as to how to get there. So have fun watching, you guys. If you haven't done already, please like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll keep them coming. So I have a canvas, I have a color palette. I'm using some fluorescent colors, also dark green, dark blue, black, and white. But I want it to be warm in the heart center. So I'm going to start off with maybe the yellow and the pink. So I'm going to just touch into a little bit of yellow, and I want to figure out where my heart is going to go. So maybe I'll do it sideways. Yeah, let's do it sideways. I'm just going to kind of loosely sketch in where the heart's going to go. And I'm just using a round brush. And I just want to add a little bit more yellow to some areas. I'm going to touch into my pink. I'm going to start to add a little bit of pink to this area. Now when you touch the pink into the yellow, you'll get a little bit of orange, a little fiery. And I'll try to cover the yellow so it's not so in your face. And some of these colors can overlap. So right now I'm just trying to figure out the basic shape. I may shrink some of the pink, I may add more to it. I'm going to add a little bit of purple. Maybe encroach on some of the pink. All right, so I have basic color laid on there. I have cut up paper towels that I'm going to wad up. And I'm going to start to go back into the pink and start to kind of work that middle section. I'm going to add maybe just a little touch of white and pink in some sections, just to kind of give it a Milky Way effect. I may just let that sit on for a little while and then go back over with a little bit of the hot pink just to give it a little bit more saturation. All right, I'm going to clean my brush so I don't have any warm colors. Okay, purple's kind of cold, but I'm going to just wash my brush. I'm going to go into a little bit of this fluorescent blue. And I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to kind of go around the outside, around the outside. I'm just adding the color right now. I'll go back in and work it a little bit more. Also do that to the inside. Add a little tiny touch of green. Probably work this in a little bit more, but it'll kind of turn a bit of a teal. Do that for the outside. And I'll touch into just the dark green. And a little bit of the dark blue. And we'll add a little bit in the center. And I think I want a little bit more of the lighter blue encroaching. Let me go back into a little bit of the purple as well. This feels like it needs to be a little more closed. All right, so I'm going to take another paper towel and wad that up. And I'm going to touch into the pink and the purple. And we'll start to kind of work this blue. We'll do it on the inside. I'm just going to continue to work on the inside here, just because it's smaller, a little bit more delicate. Incorporate a little bit more of the blue, the darker blue, and then just pull it out a little. And all those colors will blend with the stippling technique. I'm going to add the tiniest little touch of black in the middle. I'm going to wad up another paper towel and go back into the blue and give that a little bit more of a navy feel. Not so dark. Okay, I'm just going to let that sit and then add some more color to that. Once it feels a little drier, the color will stick a little bit more. So I'm going to go back into a clean paper towel and add a little bit of my blues and greens and maybe dark blue as well. I'm just going to work this outside. And start pulling it in a little. I'm going to get another paper towel because you want to wad it so that those ends are inside. If they're outside, you'll get that, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to blot that up and try to blend these in. I'm also closing the gap for the pink, just so it stands out a little bit more in a smaller little line. Just going to go all the way around and mush the paint together. Then I'm going to go back into the dark blue and really kind of encroach on those other colors just to start to make it look a little bit darker, but we still have those colors underlaying. I'm going to go back into the blue, maybe a little bit of purple. I'm going to start to pick up a little tiny bit of black and go along the outside. Got a little green in there, but that's okay. All right, so I've got the background on there. I'm going to switch to another paper towel. I'm going to go back into a little bit of the pink. Remember, fold your edges in. I'm just going to add a little bit more pink. I'm going to go into purple and pink and just add a little bit of this to where the black is. This color will kind of sink in and diffuse into the black. It won't be as vibrant. Alright, I'm going to go back into the blue. I feel it needs to be a little darker in there. I'm going to add a little of the lighter blue, but also the darker blue. I'm just going to go back over those little lines that have the blue in them. And just kind of soften that up. Give it a little more blend. And go back into some black. Maybe add a little green, little touch of white. Tone down that gray. All right, I'm just gonna let that sit for a little while. And when we come back, we'll add stars and perhaps some other elements. We're just going to let this dry. Also, too, if you want to paint the sides, that would be good. When you hang it on the wall, it looks nice, goes right into the wall. It is actually called gallery wrap. So if you have a painting that has stretcher bars on it, paint the sides. Looks good, looks professional. All right, you guys, let this dry. All right, I have let it dry. I'm going to take a small brush and dip it into white and create a couple of little elements. So I think I'm going to come down here and create a little cross star. And I'm going to use maybe the back of the brush. This one's chiseled, but that's okay. Create a couple little stars. You can get really creative with this and create like a constellation. And if you kind of wiggle your brush in a circle, you can actually make these a little bit bigger. And add more. You could get fun with this and put your initials. Make various sizes of different kinds of stars. Just put them wherever you feel like they want to be. It's literally your love universe. You can add some in the colored areas. Where you feel like you want them to be. And if you put them really close together, it won't feel like polka dots. It'll break up the monotony of the different clusters or spacing. You can also leave some areas really blank. All right, you want to make sure you wipe off the back of your brush, and I'm going to clean off the big brush, and I'm going to add a little dab of white, and let my brush soak up some water, and mix this together so it's watery. And then I'm going to take my hand. I am indeed right-handed, but I'm holding the brush in my left hand. I'm going to just kind of flick the brush with this watered down white, and it's going to give me stars. So if you have strings, you need more water, and if you have more like watery drips, you need more paint. So it's a really fine balance as far as what the stars look like. And just kind of rotate your hand so you don't have a pattern with the splatters. And what you're looking for is actually dots. And you can get really intense in some areas, like really build it up. You can add more, you can add less. It's really totally up to you. Just want to make it look cosmic. All right. So now you want to just kind of clean off your fingers. Sometimes the paint feels gross. And you can add more elements. You could add maybe another little star like up here. Oops, too much water. All right, so maybe just a little star here as well. Another one, well, maybe just a little plus size star. Well, we'll just turn it into a twinkly star. You could add more, you can add less, it's totally up to you, but there is your cosmic universe, love universe. And the beauty of this is that because the fluorescent paints are actually phosphorescent, they actually do glow in the dark. So if you have a black light, you can get it to glow. I have a black light flashlight, but I'll show you that in a bit. I also have glow in the dark paint. So I am going to clean off my brush again and do the same technique with a little bit of glow in the dark paint. I'm adding a little bit of water to this. And then we'll do a little bit more of the glow. This won't show up as bright as the white when you add it to the canvas, but it does phosphorus and it does glow, and that's going to make your sky look even more magical. All right, I'm going to turn off my lights and I'm going to see the glow. You can kind of see the glow while I actually have the light on, but when we turn the light off, it really glows. So you could see the stars. You could see the middle of the heart. All you need is a black light. Probably would glow a little bit more if it wasn't just a flashlight, but all I have is the flashlight, so anyway, I got it glowing on. That's pretty much it, you guys. This is your glowing heart universe, and it's a fun, really quick, easy project. You could do little, you could do big, but if you get the fluorescent paints, it will glow, and it is a really cool effect when you get it to glow. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and if you keep wanting me to do these, keep liking and subscribing, tell your friends, and have a paint party at home with your friends or family. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. See you soon.